Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Cannon. There's the screen. Connects from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Edwards with the screen. Pulls from the top of the key. It's not going to go for him. Here's Cannon.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Cannon. All sorts of time. The shot's good. Cannon's got 5. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. De Silva with the bucket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Out to the right wing. Here's Cannon. He has 5. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's the three-point bomb.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Driving to the basket. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
It's tipped. Pushing it up. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Cannon, that's a two-pointer. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. One-on-one here. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He has 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Fast break, here they come.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Pass to De Silva. Lucic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Shoots. And Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 9. Cannon's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Here's the screen. No good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
For the 3. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he makes all 3. .114 left here in the first quarter. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. .41 seconds left in the first quarter. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Drives to the hoop. A miss that time. Would have put him up. It's stolen. 23 seconds left in the first. The Trae. Can't get it to go. He's made 4 and just missed his 4th. For 3, Edwards. Cannon with the rebound. And he makes good on the layup. Cannon's got 11 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. They're up by 2 and will return short. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
A 3 ball. Teodosic grabs the miss. Launches a 3. Traps in the Trae.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Wasted no time on that one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Clock at 6. Dos Santos with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. 5 points in the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Shoots the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Pass to Teodosic. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And here's Napier. Still without a basket. Fires the 3. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed his second after making his first. Dos Santos, defended by Booker. Pass to Nedovic. Kalinic. Good on the triple.
Well, I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
They set the pick. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Teodosic. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. To the wing right side. Lets the three fly. Good on the three-point shot.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Dos Santos. Napier covering. Dos Santos. It's good. Now here's Napier. Booker, right side. On the wing, Booker. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. And he gets the bucket. He's got 5. Got a piece of it. And he drives in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Giffey, and the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Dos Santos, Napier covering. Dos Santos. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight. Here's Napier. No scoring in this one. Launches it. Right at the free throw line. Count that one.
Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
Dos Santos knocks down the 3 ball.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Giffey. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Takes a 3. He gets it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Up 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thank you for being with us. Now,
and if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And there's the drive. It's good. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
And he connects with the jumper. He's got 8. Here's Cannon. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Puts up a 3. The shot, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he's good on the three ball.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 6 points.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Back to Cannon. Four on the clock. Can't hit from in close.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Cannon with the rebound. And they're running. And he banks in the layup.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's the three. Unable to get that one.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your home team, 0.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Edwards with it. He has 6. Takes it inside. Pass to De Silva. No good from outside. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Cannon's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. From deep three-point territory. They get it back. Out to Edwards. Puts up a deep three. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And he dunks it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Lucic. It's good from long range. He has 5.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Cannon. He's got 14. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Cannon's got 6 points in the quarter.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
For 3, Edwards. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Cannon. Edwards defending. And he jams it with authority.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound. And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Cannon. He's got 17. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. They set the pick. There's the triple. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range. 14 points for him.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Up 7. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now Napier. Pass to Booker. Jacks up a three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Here's Cannon. 6 on the shot clock. Driving the lane. Off target at the rim.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Kept alive. Pass to Napier. From deep. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. Here's Boy. Defended by Booker. Out to the right wing. Cranes the three-pointer. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Now here's Napier. He's tightly guarded, and the layup falls.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Cannon. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Bangs home the trifecta. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Nedovic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. There's 1:59 left to play here in the fourth. From downtown, they get the rebound. Giffey. That 3 off the mark. Here's Mitrovic.
Away team foul. Number 13. Third personal foul. Second team foul.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Nedovic, and stolen by Booker. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Here's Nedovic. 1:04 left in the fourth. And it's blocked. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Teodosic. He takes it in. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitrovic from the low block. It counts.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Pass to Nedovic. Gets the 3 to fall.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That will be a reject.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Defended by Jones. Six on the shot clock. On the take. Jones grabs the board.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Jones. Fires the three. No luck on that one. First quarter of play, a minute in. In transition, here they come. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Bonga. For three. Counted from distance.
And now the game is really starting to flow. We should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
And the jumper is good.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Jones. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Thank you for that, Allie. Defended by Jones. This one for three. He takes it in, and he dunks it down.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Pass to Bonga. Puts up a three. Nails it from three. Bonga's got 5 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And so he makes both from the line. Defended by Jones. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 5.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Hits the trifecta.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Defended by Jones. From outside the arc. That one doesn't go. He's just 2 for 5. Ntilikina, the pass to Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Bonga. Cash money on the open jump shot. Bonga has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Defended by Jones. Drains the triple.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Bonga. He has 7. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen. Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jones misses. Defended by Jones.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Jones. Going all the way to the rack. Off target with the 3. There's a screen. Jacks up with 3. He drops it from range. 11 points in the game. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Leading by 1. Let's take a quick break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Jones in at the center, locking down the middle. They shoot again, and he takes it up and lays it in.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Away team foul. Dwayne Washington Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Teodosic. From deep. Jones grabs the board. Here we go, one-on-one. Driving in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Launches a 3. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. No problems knocking that one down.
3 points.
He's got 5.
That's a heads-up play right there. Reads the floor, distributes accordingly.
They set a pick. Fires the 3. On target from range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And he drives in. And he goes in for the dunk.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They get it again. Over to the left wing. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Washington. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. He's guarded by Washington. Pure from three-point range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Lundberg. Jones sets a screen. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Pass to Lundberg. Back to Jones. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
1:07 left in the first half. He's guarded by Washington. From behind the arc. The shot won't fall.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Pass to Pokashevsky. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 7.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And yep, it's good.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. And he banks in the layup.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Lundberg. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by a bucket and will return shortly.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. To the wing on the left. The 3 is up. Counted from distance.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Jones from outside. Drops in the 3. Jones has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Jones has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Defended by Jones. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. About a minute played here in the second half. Takes the three. That one is off. There's the drive. Lets it go from deep. Defended by Jones. Knocks down the long J. 14 points for him.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Pass to Bonga. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The shot. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Right side Jones. Here's Ntilikina. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Defended by Jones. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. He drops it from range.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Defended by Jones. There's the triple. No good that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Fires from deep. The shot, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
There's a screen. Three-pointer. No good there. 5 for 11 in the contest.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Defended by Jones. To the paint. And stolen by Jones. Here's Bonga. He's got 11. Launches it. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And he comes up with a bucket. There's 57 seconds left in the third.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Hits the trifecta. 27 seconds left in the third. Got it. He's got 5.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Jones from outside. Nails it from 3. Eight seconds left in the third quarter. From outside, off the mark. The shot, no good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Leading by 5. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Washington, and it's Jones in at the center position. Fires for 3. On target from range.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Pokashevsky. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Beyond the arc. Jones grabs the board. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. On Sunday, then on Tuesday. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, B.A., there's a chance to extend that right here.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Jones sets a screen. Washington passes to Jones. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pokashevsky covering. Can't connect from short range.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
And Lundberg gets it to go.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And there's the screen. From downtown, sends it home from three-point land.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Pass to Jones. Deflected. Here's Pokashevsky, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Going inside. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Washington outside. To tie it up. And he can't get that one. Gets the 3 ball to go.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to Pokashevsky. In transition. Let's go with a 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. And they're on the break. They get it back. Second chance effort. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Shot clock at 6. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. 52 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
46 seconds left in the 4th. Defended by Jones. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Down low. Pass to Pokashevsky. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Jones from outside. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
Well, nice execution off the inbounds. They caught the defense napping on the perimeter.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Jones from outside. The putback. Launches it from deep and counted. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch.
everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jones, and it's Davies in at the 5. There's a good screen. Here's Ntilikina, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
And it's off from three-point range. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Pass to De Silva. Shoots. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Fires the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
From deep three-point land. And rebounded by Davies.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Sinks the triple.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Bonga. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here he goes. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Edwards. There's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. That bucket in no time at all. He's got 6.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
It's stolen by Jones. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Bonga, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Edwards looking it over. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. Edwards got his second bucket tonight.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM him.
Here's Bonga, and that one is hammered home.
Ntilikina may not be the prototypical lead guard, but he puts it on time and on target right there.
And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Now here's Jones. Still yet to score. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. From the arc. And rebounded by Davies.
And even with good coverage defensively, that time. He has confidence to drill the three.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Wide open. That one, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Hands it from downtown. 12 points for him.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. They lead by 7. The second quarter coming. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Jones. Okushevsky is out there with Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard. They get it back. And that one is stuffed right through.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Now, here's Napier. Giffey. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pass to Lundberg. Napier covering. And here is Washington. Lets the three fly. Headshot off. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Lundberg. Nothing on the board. Screen by Jones. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
It's good. Here's Lundberg. Okushevsky with the ball. Pass to Washington. Wide open look. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Oh, impressive pass from Okushevsky.
Okushevsky grabs the miss.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Driving in, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Tries to save it. A shot by Lundberg. No good. Giffey to the right side. Releases. And that one's on target from the wing.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
To the middle. Here's Jones. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Defended by Jones. There's the triple. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
This one for three, and there's the turnover. That's going out of bounds.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Picked his pocket. The tray, and the three ball is good. 7 points in the game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Misses the wing three. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lundberg. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lundberg's got his first 2 points. Here's Napier. Still scoreless. Giffey. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. 11 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Jones. He takes it in. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Up 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
We've been talking about this contest since the season began. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to get to it.
But the selection process...
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the visiting team.
Their offense...
Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Jones. To the inside. Bonga. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at the 5 spot. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Now Jones, still yet to score. Pass to Ntilikina. Edwards with the block. 4-on-3 break. Stolen. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Here's Bonga. 10 points for him. Pick off in midair. Defended by Jones. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Misses the corner 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
3-pointer. They get it again. Six on the shot clock. Tries yet again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Bonga. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Pass to De Silva. Defended by Jones. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
There's a screen. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Over to the wing. Here's Bonga. 10 points for him. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
For the lead. Here's De Silva. He's got 5. Davies grabs the miss.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. On Thursday, and then on Friday. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. For 3, Edwards. And he's good on the 3-ball. Edwards got 8 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Davies. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's the pick. To the wing on the left. Here's De Silva. It's blocked. They retain possession. Left side, Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. With the clock winding down. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And here's the fast break. And the shot goes in. He's got 10.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Davies misses.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's De Silva. Can't knock in the 3. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Pokuševski. He's out there with Jones, and it's Washington in at the point. A finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Now, here's Napier. Not a lot of room. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. And Jones now atop the key. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Down low. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Pokusevski with the bucket.
And this will be more and more a part of his game the more efficient he gets. Pokusevski, a big who can shoot it.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Now, here's Napier. He's covered by Washington. Count it.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Here's Lundberg, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's the break. Washington passes to Pokusevski to tie it up. Back to Washington.
Home team foul. Napier. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Lundberg. No good. That would have tied it.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
There's the pick. Drives to the hoop. A three. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Jones drives. Oh!
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Edwards, he's checked in for Napier. Fast break, here we go. Three-pointer, good on the three-point shot.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Offline with the baseline jumper. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't...
Oh!
Goodness. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Well, Pokusevski's shot ready on the catch. His mechanics are really solid.
For the three. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Booker.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Takes a three. Drains the three-pointer.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, Pokusevski looking really confident on the interior, doing a nice job using his size to his advantage.
Here's Edwards. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep. And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Kuszewski got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
It's the first. That will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball.
Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. So it's the home team now. Pass to De Silva. The three doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Lets the three fly. sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Edwards looking for an opening. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
He takes it in. It's deflected.
Away team foul. Play. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the three. Can't hit that one. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Takes a three. First shot won't go. The offensive rebound. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Ooh, he dialed that one up from long distance. He's got 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. A minute 53 left to play in the first quarter. Pulls it. And he hits the jumper. 1:44 left to play in the first. From the arc. Here's the Silva, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
I just love his approach coming into tonight. Focused and aggressive.
They set the pick. And 1:01 left in the first. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Right side, Edwards. He shoots it. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Edwards has got his second bucket of the night.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 on the clock. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. That'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Leading by... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And he gets it to go.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Three-pointer, no good. Oh, it's stolen. And they're on the run. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
It's Booker on the wing. The three ball hits the three-pointer. Booker's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
The three is up. Knocks down the triple.
They're having more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter as they try to cut into this lead.
Right wing. The three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And stolen by Booker. And the three-pointer goes.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
To the left side wing. For three. No good there. Fires in the triple. He's got 6.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
He's guarded by Napier. Fires from deep. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
The three connects from downtown.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Just 4 to shoot. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Nedovic. To the wing on the left. He's guarded by Napier. Into the lane. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
54 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Nedovic. Off target from outside. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3. 11 points in the game.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Fires the 3. The shot that time not on target. And so that brings the first half to a close. They're up by 10. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Next up. And that is going to do it.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. Edwards got 8 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Takes the 3. He buries it from 3.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Launches a 3. He can't get that one to fall. And here they come. Guarded by Edwards. Yep, that one's good. From the arc.
Edwards. First personal foul.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here he goes. De Silva with the rebound. Intercepted. Guarded by Edwards. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Drains the triple.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 11.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's the pick. Puts up a 3. Over to the wing. Sinks it from distance.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
From downtown, knocks down the long J.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. 1:51 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Floats one up. And he lays it in.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. pure from three-point range.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
The three is up. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And they're pushing it up. Here's De Silva. The layup off target. Here's the break. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
The kick out to Edwards. From deep. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? They lead by 4. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The 3 is up. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Misses the layup.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
First team foul. At the line for your home team.
And the free throw, no good.
Substitution for the away team. Number 12, Nikola Kalinic.
Now Napier to the wing, right side. From behind the arc, sinks the tray.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Chalk up 2 there.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Launches it. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here. He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep.
Oh!
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync. While he's a bit undersized for a 4th, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
No good with the triple. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Snatched away. It's an even 3-on-3 break. This one for 3. The shot comes out. He's guarded by Napier. Jacks up a 3. It's deflected. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. 13 feet. Down it goes. 19 points in the game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
There's the triple. That one doesn't drop. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Booker defending. Fires the three. No luck on that one. Oh, got a piece of it. Edwards, he's checked in for Napier.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
59 seconds left in the game. Now here's Edwards. The deep three. Unable to get that one. To the right side. 4-3. Oh, he nails it. 10 for 14 after that one. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. Hits the three-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Fires away from way outside. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Good, nice job down low.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Cannon looking over the floor. To the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Bonga. Back to Jones. Here's Davies. 5 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. Fires for 3, deflects the pass, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Davies. Outside, Jones. Fires the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Bonga. Here's Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Davies. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So it's the visitors now. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Poke loose. Pass to Bonga. To end the drought. They grabbed their own miss. Jones from outside. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for draining the triple.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's the screen from outside the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Ntilikina's got 5 now.
Ntilikina so much better when hitting threes. That one looked nice.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
To the left wing. Fires from deep. That one doesn't drop. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Bonga pulls it in.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Jones is gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Cannon. No scoring in this one. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Davies. A three-pointer, no good.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Jones, no one around him. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And hard to pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if you've got a clear path to the basket.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. Fires it up. And Cannon gets it to go. Now Jones. He has 6. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for him.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
The 3. Davies grabs the miss.
Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Here's Ntilikina. Drops in the tray. Ntilikina's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And we reached the end of the first. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Off the inbound pass. Here's Lundberg. There's the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lundberg's got his first bucket in this one.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Dos Santos hits the three-point bomb.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Takes the 3. Teodosic grabs the miss. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Launches it. Okrzewski with the ball. Nothing on the board. And a miss there on the triple. Kalinic, defended by Okrzewski. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Jones, up top Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Pokusevski. That one goes in.
His inside game is improving since he came into the league, and Poku does have some good footwork in the paint.
They set the screen. Dos Santos. It's good from long range. He's got 8.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Lundberg. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Lundberg's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Dos Santos takes it off the glass. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Now, here's Washington. Scoreless thus far. For 3. Teodosic grabs the miss.
Home team foul. Dwayne Washington Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:43 left now here in the second. Dos Santos. Offensive rebound. Ballin' boy. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Right wing. It's deflected. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Took him no time at all on that one.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
There's the 3. Here's Ballin' boy, and he dunks it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. .30 seconds left to play here in the half. Screen by Jones. And he drives in. Stolen away. And they're pushing it up. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Pass to Teodosic. Puts up a 3. Lundberg grabs the rebound. Here's Jones. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
Solid finish to the quarter, making sure that one went in.
And so we conclude the first half. Up 7. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up. You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some. And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the home team.
Obviously, they've been locked.
And that about wraps it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Jones is out there with Ntilikina. And it's Davies in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Shot clock at 5. From past the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 6 points for him.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Ntilikina can't hit. Pass to Cannon. Defended by Jones. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Cannon. Drills the three-pointer. Cannon's got 5 points so far. Outside, Jones. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Jones. Here's Bonga. Shoots the 3. That shot off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Driving inside. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Ntilikina. 8 points for him. Cuts off the pass. No one near him. Davies grabs the miss.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
First personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Jones for 3.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. Sinks the triple. 11 points in the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Davies. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Davies has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Going inside. Misses from close range. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half court, you've got to do it as a unit.
Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. A 3-ball. And Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Hits it from 3-point range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
From outside the arc, drills it from outside.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Jones. From down in the low post, it goes. Jones has got 10.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Launches a 3. Out left to the wing. There's Cannon with the 3. Knocks down the 3-ball. Cannon's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Right side, Jones. Got a piece of it. Here's Davies. Pocket 6. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. There's a screen. 1 second left. It's blocked. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here is Washington. Off target from three-point range. And here's the fast break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Cannon from long range. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Lundberg. Here's Pokusevski. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Cannon. Just 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Cannon's got 14 points now in the second half.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Up and in on the layup.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Three-pointer, it's deflected.
And Poku really outsmarting the opposition that time defensively in the right spot.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
In the corner, Cannon with it. To the left wing.
Well, overall, he has played basically flawless basketball, but that was a bad turnover.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now, Washington. Pass to Pokusevski. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes? Poku from distance.
Here's Cannon. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Nedovic. Dos Santos. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And Jones slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Take 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Here's Washington. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. 1:31 left in the game. to 5 on the shot clock. The three. Krzyzewski grabs the miss.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Bonga, the pass to Partizan. Fires the three. The shot, no good. Pakusevski's gone 2 for 5 tonight. And there's the drive. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
There's a good screen. Here's Cannon. Pass to Nedovic. Just 4 to shoot. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. This is a huge possession.
This is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Out to the wing. There's Cannon with the three. Misses the three. Ball stolen. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ntilikina. It falls! But hang on. Have a second look at the replay monitor and see if it got in. This one's over if the original ruling of a basket stands. But we'll see.
And to me, guys, it looks...
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
There's a screen to the middle. Here's the screen.
What you say? Wow. My goodness. Come on now. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
The circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Now here's Jones. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Out to the wing. Here's Bonga. All sorts of time. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
The three-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Jones. And here comes the break. Ooh, it's stolen away. And there's the screen. Shot is up. Here's the Silva. The rebound by Bonga.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Jones, his shot is good. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Bonga. From outside the arc, fires in the triple. 5 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
De Silva with the bucket.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
De Silva's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. With the drive, Ntilikina. Jones from outside. Edwards pulls it in. 1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. And there's a pick. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter. Still trying to find his rhythm.
Misses the 3. Fast break, here we go. De Silva, no good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Ntilikina. From outside, off the mark. On the break. De Silva with the bucket. De Silva's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Outside Jones. Beyond the arc. Gets the three to fall. Jones has got his third basket on the night right there. Jones has got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Edwards, no good. There's 42 seconds left in the first. There's a screen. Here's Ntilikina. No good on the 3.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
It's good.
Boy, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Clock at 6. Pass to Bonga. Inside. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. They lead by 2. And the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Now here's Washington, tightly guarded. Over to the left wing. Picked by Pokashevsky. Pass to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Boom! He jams it straight down.
VA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's Lundberg, and he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Pass to Jones. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Picked his pocket. In transition, here they come. And he buries the open 3 to cap the break.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Lundberg. Jones, the pass to Pokashevsky. Fires for 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
The 3 ball. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Pass to Lundberg. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Pokashevsky. And stolen by Booker. That one's good. This game is all even.
3 points.
He has 6.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Washington outside. Picked by Pokashevsky. Let's go with a 3. No good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Foul. First team foul.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Looking to slow it down here. Run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
And the layup is good.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Jones. There's the drive.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Booker. Tipped. Here's the break. Driving inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
There's the 3. The rebound by Lundberg. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Substitution on the court.
29 seconds left to play in the second quarter. They set a pick. Drains the triple. 5 points in the game.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's Bonga. He's guarded by Napier. One second left. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. So we conclude the first half, leading by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through. And next, a look. Glad you could join us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pass to De Silva. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Ntilikina. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Edwards. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Bonga. For 3. Counted from distance.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Bonga has gone 1 for 2 from deep. Puts it up. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. He's got 5.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Jones drives in. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, we're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker. Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you. From 7 feet away, can't get it to drop. Edwards looking for an opening. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here's Bunga. Jones up top. Out left to the wing. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Edwards against Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Bunga. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Misfires on the corner 3. And there's 1:45 left in the third.
Away team foul. Lucic. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ntilikina.
Hey, yo, right here.
They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Shoots a fadeaway. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Bunga. Banked it in off the glass. Bunga's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Bunga's gone 2 of 4 from the field. The quick look, no good that time.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
From outside the arc. Not going to go that time. Here's De Silva. To the wing on the left. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3. Give him 8 points now. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Bunga. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Bunga's got 8.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Number 13.
It'll count. Buried from outside.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
So fast, the officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Leading by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Washington, and it's Pokashevsky in at the 4 spot. Outside Napier. That three's off the mark.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding, especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Yes, it's good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
They set the screen. Pokashevsky, the pass to Washington. Back to Pokashevsky. Launches the 3. The rebound by Napier. In transition, here they come. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Pass to Jones. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Outside for Booker. There's the steal. Pass to Lundberg. And the 3 off target. And here comes the break. Takes the 3. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
From the left block. And it's good for 2. Outside Napier. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Edwards, he's checked in for Napier. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Yep, that one goes.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Outside Jones. Takes it inside, and he dunks it down.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
First free throw is good, and that'll put him up by 9. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Pass to Edwards from downtown. Doesn't go for him. 50 seconds left in the 4th. And the 3 is good, and the foul. This could turn into a 4-point play.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
And that one misses. Now Edwards. Four on the clock.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
From deep three-point range. The shot off that time. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy.